one guy that really liked Scott was a guy named Walt Jocketty, who was the general manager here for quite a long while. He said, on behalf of the Cincinnati Reds organization, I would like to congratulate Scott on his induction into the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame. During my 10 years as general manager in St. Louis and Cincinnati, I had the privilege of working with Scott several times during his playing career. Not only did his prowess on the playing field establish him as one of the elite in the game, but Scott's capacity as a leader and clubhouse presence made him a manager and general manager's dream. He led by example, earned great respect among young teammates and veterans alike. So this is from Walt Jocketty. I'll make sure you get a copy of that, Scott. Congratulations, Scott. Thanks for coming tonight.
Thanks for having me. I don't know. Are you sure? I've heard enough tonight. That was unbelievable with Walt, and what an honor for Mike Schmidt. He was okay, huh?
Mike Schmidt could play, wasn't he?
Mike was good.
But I read one time, and maybe he was just being kind. He said, I couldn't carry Scott Rolen's glove. He said that.
I had a bigger glove than him, and he wasn't in the steroid era.
Good point. 2006 was a special season. And the amazing thing about that to me is you guys only won 83 games in the regular season. You barely made the 500 mark, but you got into the playoffs, and after that, what happened? I mean,
well, I was asked that earlier. I was asked that earlier today, actually, in an interview, and it's interesting. The 2004 team that we were on. I know you're asking about 2006.
Right.
The 2004 team. That was Mike Matheny and Edgar Renteria and Woody Williams, Chris Carpenter, Jeff Suppan, Reggie Sanders. I mean, we keep going. You know, Albert's
Right.
at first, and Larry Walker's in right field, and not only just incredibly talented baseball players, but what a talented group of men and husbands and fathers, and you know, just that's as good as gold right there. That's as good as you can be. And you know, we get absolutely hammered and swept, you know, by the Red Sox of all people.
I was there. I saw it.
Yeah, I was there too. Kind of. I think I was about 0 for 15, so I really didn't show up too much. But
Postseason could be that way.
yes, it has been my whole career. But so we get back, we get home afterwards, you know, and kind of decompressing with the whole thing. I told my wife, I said, I will never win a World Series. If we can't win with that team right there and those men and that unity that we had, you know, it's never going to happen. So then we back in and with 83 wins,
Right.
and all of a sudden get hot in the playoffs and, you know, shoot right through the World Series and win the thing, and you know, it's unbelievable. Everybody has their arms up, screaming and yelling, and you know, so I don't have those answers, but I was just fortunate to be on those teams and those 5-6 teams in St. Louis.
That's what they call the MV3, right? With you and Albert and Jimmy Edmonds.
And that was a fun year without a doubt. That was a 2004 year, and after that, I decided to play here and there, not so much. I just
You hit
I
over
just point to
400.
my shoulder, and they just sit me down.
You hit over 400 at the 2006 World Series, but the shoulder injury really kind of ended your career. You know, and took a long time probably, but it really slowed you up, didn't it? The collision at first base.
There's collision at first base. I ended up having 4 surgeries on that shoulder, but I tell you what, it made me. It made me a better player. It made me understand the game more anyway. And probably it made me a better person and a better husband and a better father. You know, you think you're invincible for a lot of years, and you kind of get bogged down in your performance and your routine and what you're doing. And, you know, at that time, things changed for me. You know, it wasn't, you know, Curtis and I were just talking, you know, it wasn't natural anymore.
Right.
You know, you get up there and the guy's throwing 95, 96 miles an hour, and if you can't make a natural move, your natural move, you know, to the ball, you're going to struggle. And for a long time, it was a game. And you know, after that time, when you get injured and you struggle through a little bit, it becomes a little bit of a job, and that's not what baseball's supposed to be. But you have to unwind a little bit and understand that, you know, that this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm not a baseball player. You know, I'm a father. And I'm a husband, and I'm a son, and these things are very important to me, and I have a life with baseball, and it's not just all about me out there on that field.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome Scott to the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame.